Alright, so we're going to get rid of scrap compactor, I think. Golly, it's hard to cut the rest of this. It's hard to determine. We'll go down to one Aether jacket because we've got a lot of 2-drop flyers, and I think we might need to just. I think we might just need to ditch the other one too. So then we got this set up, and I don't mind being at 41 cards here because we've got 2 cycling cards here. We've got 3 cycling cards here. What are we looking at? We've got 17 mana, 17 lands. So maybe what we do is we go down 1 plains and call it a day. So our top end is 5 mana. We've got a lot of 2-drops. We've got 8 2-drops. That's pretty doggone good. So we're going to go ahead and roll with that. Go ahead and save that to my decks, and let's get some games going. So these are best 2 out of 3. So I will get a chance to kind of fiddle with the deck in between matches if we want to try to tighten it up a little bit once we see what our opponent's doing. Alright, let's see. So we're going to play the tap land first. Then that'll allow us to either drop the diversion unit or this engineer. I think we could probably go diversion unit just because it's a 2-1 flyer versus a 1-3. Gotta pay attention. There are quite a few secret reach creatures in this block, and that's very annoying. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Sky Streak Engineer. I really don't want him to get to do the Glory Heath Lynx thing. So if he makes a creature and goes to saddle this, then we're going to bounce it. Because all we really have to do to manage this thing is fill up the board. And if we can drop a 3/4 Howler's Heavy, then this thing becomes not a threat anymore. And if he just attacks here, then we block and we try to draw a trick. Because if we draw a trick, then we just go ahead and bounce off. And we're happy. We don't want him to get the mana acceleration. That was the key thing that we were trying to keep from happening there. And we succeeded with that mission. So I think we attack in the sky and we make our Howlers Heavy. See what he does to that. So this blocks all day. If he attacks into it, we probably don't block because we don't want to get blown out by a trick. But then next turn we'll have mana up for a bounce off. A fight spell could be pretty good here, but I don't actually know what fight spell exists. Fanged Summoner, that's good. That's going to find him the Tarion that he has in his deck, probably. Give him a 9/7 creature. Yep, there we go. Tarion, 9/7. This guy searches up vanilla creatures. Tarion is a great vanilla creature, so of course he did the thing that you would do. We're going to stall Tarion out. And we are going to attack in the sky. Oh no, Fanged Summoner. Fanged Summoner has reach. Oh, that's so terrible. We have no attacks. No good attacks there. I probably should have stalled him out, but I want to stall out Tarion. I don't even think we have a good stall out though. Ugh. I probably need to just take a smack from this thing. I need to draw a card and take a smack, I think. Wait. Whoa, not that. We're doing this. Then we've still got a mana for bounce off. That's probably what we do here. This guy needs to be bigger too. Maybe we try to get him to commit a trick in. because we can reliably block Howler's Heavy and Ranger's Refueler. We can give up. If he's willing to let that go, then we just give up our Refueler. But really what we do is we try to draw a trick there, and then we just bounce him. So let's see what he does. Huh. We're going to damage. I'm gonna bounce it off. The thing we learned there is that he doesn't have a trick. Still not great. I guess we didn't have a trick that he wanted to use when I had one blue mana up. It's a tricky situation. We want our Shell Harrier. That's what we really want. How much is this? This is 5. I think we make the Transit Mage. We get our Harrier. And then we stall out Tarion. We've got an attack here. He's got a double block, and he'll lose his reach creature if he blocks me there. So I think that's okay. I'm not a big fan of it because I can still get more cards from exhausting. But I gotta be assertive here and do things. Alright, I'd call that a success. Now we're gonna get to do this. We don't have much in way of start your engines cards, I'm noticing. That could be kind of the secret hidden weakness of this deck. Bright Glass Gear Hulk. Okay, so he gets some cheap things. He gets 2 cheap things. What are they going to be? It's probably like a light shell spin cycle or whatever it's called. Stampeding Scurryfoot. Oh, that's a great thing to grab. He only had 1 in his deck though. But that's still a fine. That's still a fine thing to grab. Nothing to be ashamed of there. We don't want to bounce the Gear Hulk. We could go ahead and bounce the Fang Druid Summoner, though. I think what we should do first, though, is do this. Get a card while we're safe. This is nice because now we can play Vervix to start our engines. This guy has First Strike, which is very annoying. But we're going to go ahead and go for a play that'll give us some more speed. He'll get to kill our diversion unit, but 3 damage actually really is good right here. Oh, nice too. With Spikeshell Harrier, you can reduce the opponent's speed too. I forgot about that. So it is literally like a blue shell. Hence the blue shell. Yeah, we could bounce the 3/3, but that's not really that great. I think we need the Harrier to bounce Tarion. It's just a much stronger tempo play for us. So we're just going to make some more things and exhaust some more. We don't have a good attack here, so we're not going to bother. We're just gumming up the board. Some indirect ways to get the speed up would be good, and this deck just doesn't have that. Oh, Pactile Terror is that. We've got 3 of those still in there. So there's a chance that with Transit Mage I probably should have gotten a Pactile Terror, but I think Spike Shell Harrier was okay. Ooze Patrol. It's like a little car made of slime. Okay, yep. Okay, good. So, yeah, we can do both things. So we can Spike Shell Harrier him, get that Tarion out, or we get the Summoner. That'll get us to max speed. Then Wixit will come online and do a lot better for us. The only thing that sucks about bouncing the Fanged Summoner is if he's got another dumb creature like that, we could be putting ourselves in trouble. Now what would really be nice, okay, fair enough, what would really be nice is if we draw a Pactile Terror and then we get to max speed with that, and then don't even have to be concerned with attacking. We've drawn so many cards. We've done a really good job with this Ranger's Refueler. That right there, like if you take away nothing else from this draft, value this card. This card is really good. We've drawn 3 extra cards off of it. We got the one from it, we got the one from the camera launcher, and we got the one from the flyer that he just exiled. And if we get we've got another one of those flyers in our deck. We don't have any more camera launchers, but I think we've got a couple of other things that have exhaust abilities. So this is a point where we just need to deal 7 damage. So camera launcher is not important, Nimble Thopterist isn't important, and Transit Mage isn't important. So we are then dealing 8 damage. He doesn't have a trick, so he gets to eat all these things, but we get his, oh, you know what, that's not good, because he has a Fanged Druid Summoner, he gets to get it right back. So we'll just throw the Transit Mage in front for now. It's not doing anything for us. I'm glad he didn't play his Fanged Druid though. Now we get to we get all of the things that we want right now. This is fantastic. We're basically going to make it an attrition game now. We're going to get to draw 2 cards. And then any other time we get to draw cards, we'll get to draw an extra one. He does get to block me with the Ketradon here, so I lose a Thopter, but I actually didn't realize. I didn't realize that he could do that, actually. I just forgot that this was here until I just started talking about it. But we're basically depending on Vinowixit and Pactile Terrors now. That's our game plan. If he couldn't cast the Fanged Druid Summoner and Tarion, I'd be much more keen on team blocking, but right now I think just letting him eat one card per turn is going to be the way to go. Until he spins that out. Oh no! Oh no! That's a problem. We don't have any way to get cards like quickly. We don't have any more ways to draw. We can cycle and some more Howler's Heavies. That might be a good way to kill off Tarion. But it's got to happen soon. What else can we do? We can get our Gear Hulk to bounce it. Just buys us time. That's a good card. That's a real good card. Well, I think we lose this match. We're going to go ahead and play it out because I don't know what we can do. This is the kind of deck too that would be really nice if we had some alternate win conditions, like a way to mill them out. That's why there was a card that we looked at briefly in the draft that could have been that card. This would have been actually a good time to put some bodies in front of that Tarion, because he couldn't do all the things. But this will be nice here because we'll be able to put 3 things in front of it and only lose 1 if we cycle the Howler's Heavy. And then we'll get to do a thing that we want to do anyway, which is draw extra cards and get us. Because if we could put down 3 Pact Terrors and then just draw back-to-back artifacts, then he's actually in a world of hurt. I mean, if he realized that he could just basically turn his whole board sideways and just win, we'd be in big trouble. Because he's got that kind of a board right now. I mean, I guess he's got to worry about the crackback too. That's a thing. Alright, so we'll Shrinky Dink Tarion. So that's less effective. Well, I probably should have Shrinky Dunked the Demonic Junker, to tell you the truth. We're only going to lose 1 of those things. And then we'll only lose 1 of these things too. So he's going to get to replace the Tarion, which sucks. But we're only losing 2 things. I wish one of them wasn't a Pact Terror though. But what can you do? Oh, he didn't order the damage there, so we get to keep a Pact Terror. So our dream is still potentially alive. Not really though, because he's got to be getting close to realizing he can just turn everything sideways. We really need a way to oh, that's actually pretty cool. Since he tapped his mana bad, he doesn't get to recast the Tarion right away, which is important. We'll go ahead and grab ourselves a... Yeah, we need to grab the Pact Terror. That's really our only path here, is to just chain those MFers and drain. A well-timed fight spill can really mess us up. We're just going to have to take 10 right here. Give him some speed. trample. Catcher Dawn doesn't trample, that's nice. That's not bad. Oh, that's not what we needed. That moment he realizes that he can just turn everything sideways to win. I don't think he's got so he's just trying to hit critical mass. That's good. He's got me. Okay, so how do we beat this guy? We need answers for things with reach. Or we need to just have more cards. I think this is actually just a time when we need to get Gear Seeker Serpents in, because they don't care about what he's got. They don't care about whether he has reach or not. We maybe get rid of one stall out, because that's just not going to be enough. Just anything we can do to refill our hand's going to be good too. So Hull Drifter. That gets searched up by Trinket Mage, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I think we're just not even going to bother with the stall outs against this guy. Maximum Overdrive might do us some good. I think we will put that in there. That'll at least give us one, like, shield, basically. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. I was thinking about putting the one drop in. Alright. Terrible hand. Gotta throw it away. Gear Seeker Serpent's gotta go from that one. Although, maybe the Gear Hulk's the better pick, because we need 2 planes in order for that to even play, so we'll get rid of that. This deck actually probably would have benefited from one of those lands that gives you start your engines. I think that's one of the things we're really missing, and it hurts. We need some early start your engines cards. Like I've got the flyer thing taken care of, but I don't have a way to get to max speed. Although the deck doesn't really benefit much off of max speed anyway. I actually think I'm kind of hurt more by the fact that these aren't artifacts. And this is dumb right here. We're gonna have to use our maximum overdrive if he blocks. Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst. At least now this guy becomes really powerful when and if we do exhaust him. He becomes a 4/6, I think, instead of 4/6 instead of just a 3/5, which is kind of a awkward stat line against his blocking capabilities. This is kind of dumb here. I don't think we're wanting to race, but we didn't want to draw our second Gear Serpent right there. Gear Seeker Serpent right there. That's no good. I'll go for the tempo play here. we can get to max speed and he doesn't have his kill spell for Venevixit, we're good. The problem is there's just a lot of different ways he can handle Venevixit. Kind of a weak card to be putting all your chips into. Okay, does that do anything for you? It does let you get back this guy eventually. We're just going, we're on the speedboat. That's what we're doing. Trying to get the max speed, then we get Venevixit going. He's probably going to kill him. I'd say that's probably the biggest problem with Venevixit, is that by the time you get the reward from this guy, they've seen it coming and they can kind of plan. They can plan around it. You know, they've basically got 2 turns to draw or, you know, sandbag something. There we go. So he just wants to stop me from getting max speed, although that doesn't really work, I don't think. A Grim Bobble would be very bad right there. Okay, good. We didn't have one. Okay, so this is our answer. The only thing I don't like about it is we have to go shields down because diversion unit was going to protect Venevixit. And now we're going in for the kill. Okay, fantastic. That's not the worst thing that could happen. That is so cool. Curse Class Wrappings can be used more than once. That's pretty disgusting, actually. This card has just gone way up in my estimation. Alright, at least we can throw down a Serpent. That's good, that'll get us to max speed. If it survives here. I think we actually should just play the second one next turn. Because we can just attack with the groundling. Especially when we know we've got another one in hand. But he's probably got a removal for it? Yeah, okay, he's got removal for it. Alright. You got cards. It's fair. He could get his Ketrodon back now. That's got reach too. Oh god. Oh god. Well, never mind. That's not good. Yeah, so there's our problem with Venevixit, is that they get so much time to deal with it, kind of. We're gonna go ahead and get our max speed up here. May as well. The problem though is that Thundering Broodwagon is gonna come in and kick some major butt. And also he's gonna get to go and dig out his Ketrodon, embalm it. See, and that's the cool thing about Embalm too, they come back as zombies, so whatever you're getting back is going to be bigger, so it's going to be a 7/7 reach creature. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Hey Kira. What you got? Making things, making pieces.
What are you doing?
Playing a game of Magic the Gathering. What are you doing?
I want to play a game.
You want to play a game on my computer? Boy, you can't because I'm playing a game on my computer. But I might be about to lose, so.
After that round, do you promise you'll let me play?
Yup.
Last time Daphne played first, so I get.
I don't know that Daphne even wants to play. She didn't say. She said she just wanted to watch TV. So she's watching TV. Alright, 6-5 and a 7-7. We do this. And then we hate ourselves because then we're in danger. Yeah, big time danger. We're in the danger zone, and I don't have a way to get back from the danger zone with this deck. Alright, let's draw some cards. No, we're dead to the flyer, I think. Well, we can block the flyer, but no, I mean he's got 4 creatures. I've only got 3 blockers. Each one has more than 2 power, so he's got me. He just has to realize that he needs to do the thing, or just do that. Yep, good game. Alright, that's it for that one. That guy just had a better deck. Like, we drew so many cards that time. The first one, not the second one, but the first one we had drawn so many cards, and it still wasn't enough. Maybe I wasn't supposed to cycle the Howler's Heavy when I did, but we'll come back later and play some more.